Hey everyone, welcome back. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, because today's topic might hit a little harder than usual. Something deep inside the U.S. economy, something that holds the country together more than people realize, is quietly collapsing. Small businesses. Look, when we talk about the economy in America, people usually ask me about the stock market. What's NASDAQ doing? Is Tesla up today? When is the Fed cutting rates? But real life, real economy, actually lives on the street. It lives in the grocery store, the family-owned restaurant, the small coffee shop, the little retail shop at the corner. And what's been happening in the last few years is honestly something that should be written into history books. This week, I did a deep dive. I checked Reddit, Wall Street Journal, ADP's employment reports, the Daily Beast, and every source pointed to the exact same thing. Small businesses in America are going through one of the toughest periods in modern history, and almost nobody is talking about it. Honestly, most people don't want to talk about it because this topic sits right at the intersection of politics, taxes, tariffs, inflation, and nobody wants to get their hands dirty. But on this podcast, we talk about the real stuff. So, relax. Today, we're looking at what's actually happening.
The most shocking piece of data for me was this. According to ADP's employment report, 32,000 private sector jobs were lost just last month, and the primary cause cited in the report was the rising cost pressures created by tariffs, especially on small businesses. And listen, this number isn't just a statistic. It represents 32,000 families, 32,000 paychecks, 32,000 interrupted life plans. And here's what makes it even worse. Most of those job losses didn't come from big corporations. They came from small businesses. Why? Because small businesses already operate on razor-thin margins. Cash flow is limited, profit margins are tiny, customer loyalty is unpredictable, rent is high, labor is expensive. And when tariffs hit, costs explode. A product they used to buy for $50 suddenly costs $70. If they buy for $70, they have to sell it for $90. But when they raise the price, customers leave. And who wins? Big corporations. Who loses? The small business. Think about this. Small businesses make up 43% of the entire U.S. economy. Nearly half of the country's employment comes from them. And yet this is the group that's currently collapsing at record levels. Sometimes I ask myself, we measure a country's success by, is GDP up? Are the markets green? Are tech companies breaking records? But the truth is, the health of a country is measured on Main Street. If Main Street is empty, if stores are closing one after another, if for-lease signs are multiplying, then it doesn't matter how high the stock market is, something is fundamentally wrong. And small business owners don't usually scream their problems. Most of them don't even talk about it on social media. But when you look at Reddit, people are pouring their hearts out. We pay one bill by delaying another. We can't get inventory because of supply chain issues. Rent went up twice in 2 years. We can't find workers because everyone wants remote jobs now. Taxes are suffocating us. Individually, each of these sounds small, but when you stack them together, it becomes an earthquake.
Then there's the political side. Some of the tariffs implemented during the Trump administration are still in effect. And yes, those tariffs were meant to make Chinese imports more expensive and protect U.S. manufacturers. But guess who took the biggest hit? Not the big companies. They can absorb the cost or simply pass it to consumers. Small businesses took the hit. Because small businesses don't have the scale to absorb a 15% increase in product cost. If a coffee shop has to buy a cup that used to cost $0.3 but now costs $0.45, that difference might not seem like much. But when you buy thousands of them, it becomes thousands of dollars in losses. And yes, people say, come on, it's just a few cents. No, not when your entire profit per product is tiny. That's why Google searches for small business bankruptcy have hit all-time highs. And here's the consumer side. The Wall Street Journal published a headline this week. Americans are losing patience with high prices. That sentence is incredibly important. A few years ago, when prices went up, people complained but paid anyway. Now, people are refusing. Consumer behavior is breaking. Imagine a small business. Costs rise, they raise prices, customers get angry, sales drop, business struggles even more price increases, customers disappear, business closes. This is a death cycle, and small businesses don't have the power to escape it.
So, what's the solution? There's no single perfect answer, but a few things are crystal clear. First, the voices of small businesses need to be heard. Local governments need to create policies that give them space to breathe. Second, consumers need to understand how much power they have. Yes, buying from Amazon is convenient, but sometimes a small purchase from a local shop is what keeps that shop alive. And lastly, I think all of this is a signal. The economy is shifting. Consumer behavior is evolving. The structure of business is changing. And small businesses are being forced to find their place in this new world. So as we end this episode, I want to say this clearly. This isn't just a news story. This is a warning. An economy isn't measured only through charts. It's measured through people. If small businesses are collapsing, the backbone of the country is weakening. I hope this episode gave you some perspective. And please, let me know in the comments. Do you think America is truly in a small business crisis? Is this something we can reverse? Your comments genuinely inspire future episodes. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.